Hi Pisces, this is your forecast for the month of May 2017. This is a general reading for Pisces Sun, Pisces Rising, or Pisces Moon. If you have a different rising or moon sign, you might find watching those videos helpful or more informative for you. You can watch your reading in 3 different ways: the full extended monthly, or for just the energy influence, watch the brief. Or if you prefer, watch the weekly for the upcoming week. Weeklies also make it easy for you to review information you may have forgotten in the full reading. Please remember that these are general readings, and so they may not apply to everyone. If you would like a reading that is specific to you, please visit my website at thealchemistastrologer.com, and I invite you to follow me on Facebook, Google+, and Instagram. Please also check out my pay-per-view channel, vimeo.com/on-demand/finding-love for monthly love readings. Now, the final week we have the Hermit card, which says that in large part, you will not be pulling the strings behind events this month, that they are beyond your control. So this could be a week where you get some information. Maybe you're learning something. Again, maybe the Queen is illuminating something. She's bringing some information to light, or there's something that comes to light about her. This could be a very spiritual week where you're connecting with spiritual information, people who have it, people who have wisdom, and you're also doing some reassessment. And you may be doing that in your quiet time. You may prefer to, search for answers within yourself, and so take some time to withdraw from the world at large. Maybe you are, pulling back. You need to rest. You need to gather your thoughts. You need to find some answers. You could be in a period of preparation. And so you may be in some voluntary isolation. You may prefer your own company. So this could be a week again of maybe dealing with some psychological issues or doing some quiet study or some self-discovery. But this is a week of patience, of discretion, of reflection, perhaps either giving some sensible advice or getting that. But you're reassessing something, and you're having to be patient. Now, you may be waiting on something. You may be waiting patiently for something to occur. Whatever it is, you are getting the opportunity to tie up some loose ends, some situations that perhaps you were avoiding. Karma is now putting that in front of you to deal with. And you're having to rethink some things, look at life in a different way. So some of the things that you believed and some of the ways of understanding that you had will be challenged this week. But you have spiritual protection regardless of whatever you're facing, whether it's stressful or challenging or crisis-oriented. In the process, you're going to learn some things about yourself. The more you listen, the more you will learn. And it's a week to be observant and to take things in. It's not a week of doing a lot of talking. It's about learning through the silence by watching others and seeing whether their words align with their actions. And this is also a week about being practical by withdrawing to your own power, not relying on others because they may not keep their word. You may have to, use your common sense rather than rely on the advice of someone in order to make good choices and decisions that work for you and what you're trying to make happen. Whatever the case, you are receptive to information. You're open to opportunity, and this is a week again where you will be listening to your intuition in order to move in a new direction. Some of you, something will come to light where you realize that you have been running after an illusion. Whatever the case, you're going to be very objective this week. You have the capacity to stand back from a situation and not be emotional, but be rather intellectual about, what you need to do to make some gains. You see yourself clearly, you see others clearly, and you see matters for what they really are. And this is going to allow you to realign your goals to move forward. So you're going to be able to communicate with others and maybe sometimes say things without really saying those things. You're talking to people, you're connecting, but yet you're keeping them at arm's length. And it could be that, you are in quiet preparation, you're biding your time, you're waiting for something to happen. But the caveat for this week is to not get caught up on one thing, to not be so focused on a person, a situation, or whatever it is that you lose track of everything else. Because if that's the case, while you're not paying attention, something could fall through the cracks in another area of your life. For some of you, you're going to want to get to the bottom of something. You're going to want to shed some light on a situation, and it's going to cause you to trigger a confrontation with another person, some kind of showdown. And the situation is probably going to escalate, and ultimately you're going to come out on the losing end. So this is not a week to challenge other people. Again, this is a week of listening, because if you do, you may find out that you didn't quite know what you thought you did. So this is a week to be logical. How practical you are, how objective you can remain is going to be tested this week.